What's up, everybody? Brotrio here, and we're doing something a little different this video because we've done impressions videos and reviews and all that stuff in the past. But this time, it's a game only one of us has played because Scotty is the only one that has played Death Stranding. He's had it and had his hands on it for a full weekend. So these are Scotty's unfiltered thoughts of Death Stranding. So he's going to clue you and me and Aaron in on why this game matters. So is it, first of all, is it good?
I don't know.
That's kind of what I thought was going to happen because of the trailers.
Mechanically, graphics, animations, story, and like acting, pretty good, but not necessarily all together.
Also, big plus for having Conan O'Brien in the game.
Yeah, Conan is in the game. I haven't found him yet. Okay, I can't say the story is good, but it's at least interesting. The gameplay has cool traversal, but I'm not that far in, and I just got the bike is where I stopped, and I haven't picked it up since. So I got the bike, and that's probably going to pick things up a good bit. But the main problem is they don't just let me go. Like I'm expecting a little more than Breath of the Wild gave me, but I want them to just let me go at some point. And from everything I've heard, the tutorial takes like 12 freaking hours to get through. And so I'm not even done with the tutorial yet. And I just got this cool bike, and it's got two wheels on the front, and you can just do wheelies and stuff. It's neat. And I want to get more vehicles and get more traversal materials, and I can craft like watchtowers. I can craft generators to charge my bike. I can craft all this stuff, and I like placing my ladders. I like placing my ropes, and I like that online people can place their stuff too, and I can use it and hit the touchpad and like it a bunch of times before it stops me. And so I like a lot of stuff about it.
Now, I have a question about that. Like, do you just like leave a ladder on the ground and then like somebody else can go find it?
Yeah. So like,
okay,
I climb on a lot. You have to connect. They call like the internet basically the chiral network, and you have to connect the chiral network. And once you connect that area to the chiral network, I'm gonna call it the internet. Once you connect that area to the internet, you can use the online features, which has everyone's ladders and ropes and bridges and everything they leave behind. And
Forever?
I think the timefall will eventually destroy it. Oh, that's another thing. The rain speeds up time on whatever it touches, except for Norman Reedus's clothes for some reason. And I'm just coat everything in the clothes, and you won't have this problem. Make the suitcases out of that same material. Coat the bikes with that material.
So like your cargo gets aged too?
Yeah, your cargo ages. That's the main problem. Your cargo will age. It doesn't hurt you. Norman Reedus automatically puts his hood up when it starts raining. You're good. It doesn't age your belly baby or anything like that. Which oh my god, I'll get to that later. It doesn't really age anything outside of your cargo and your vehicles. And you get this spray that you can spray on your cargo and repair it. And that's cool. At least there's something. But I just don't understand why he doesn't just bring another jacket and put it over the cargo.
This is the most whack-ass game.
And we're just getting started.
Oh, I haven't even gotten into it yet, man. And you can find lost cargo from other players in the game too. And from NPCs.
Oh, like if they died and didn't go back and get their stuff?
Yeah, if they died or lost it and just left it. Now the cargo does degrade with the timefall, but I haven't noticed it with the bridges and ladders and stuff. But I think it does, because the cargo is not destroyed when the case is destroyed. If the case is destroyed, you can still take the cargo, but eventually that'll get destroyed too. It's just weird, overcomplicated little system sometimes, but once you start grasping it, it's not that complicated. But the game has such an obtuse and convoluted way to explain things that sometimes it's just hard to grasp. Like, okay, I had to collect these crystals out of these crystal hands that are coming out of the ground, and that's in the spots where like the BTs come up, I think. But it's these crystal hands, and I got this little jar, and I can put the crystals in the jar. I couldn't figure out how to turn in these damn crystals to save my life. I just had to recycle them. That was just a menu option. As far as I could tell, the mission didn't tell me what to do with it, and it's just a lot of menu management and inventory management and balancing. It's weird. It's unlike anything I've ever played. I don't know if I would necessarily call it a new genre, but it's just odd. And I like a lot of it, but my main problem is every time I do anything, I gotta hear from one of these men with their silly names, and they call me on the radio, and they're like, they stop everything I'm doing. I turn in a parcel or whatever, and friggin' Die Hard Man will pop up with his weird skull mask and be like, "That's a good job, Porter. We need to reconnect America." I'm like, I know. You tell me every time I turn in a parcel that we need to reconnect America. You can stop telling me. Just let me do it. I'd be done by now if you'd shut the fuck up, Die Hard Man. What? Don't name yourself.
Is that his name?
His name's Die Hard Man. And his Guillermo del Toro buddy, his name is Dead Man, because he's a coroner. And
that at least makes a little bit of sense.
The doctor that analyzes, I'll get into this more later, the doctor that analyzes all your excretions is called Heartman. And there's some chick called Mama, and I'm not fully sure what she does.
Is that the one from the trailer that, like, breastfeeds the ghost or something?
I don't remember that trailer.
Okay.
So I do not know.
I remember a girl doing that. I don't know if that's Mama.
She just called herself Mama, and she talks to me sometimes, and then I'll go turn in something to this base, and if it's not Die Hard Man or Heartman or Dead Man talking to me, it's random NPC number 3 that's just like, "You are a legend, son. You're the best." And then I look at my like rating, and I'm like low ranked. I'm like, how am I a legend if I don't? He just must not have messed with social media before this game, because everyone's like, "You're the best at the biz, Norman Reedus."
So what is it? Is it like an AR like type thing? Like it's
what?
In their real life, there's a social network like kind of out there.
Like, okay,
that's also online.
When you see the social network is like everything in this game. It's almost like currency. And it's your ranking, and it's how you're good of a delivery man you are. Like, you run across another player's bridge or a bridge an NPC built. It pops up that you can like it. So you hit the touchpad, and you can hit like 50 times before it stops you. And then it's like, you can't like it anymore for like an hour or whatever. So you sit there and like it, and it does nothing really except increase their standing in the delivery man world or something. And if you're not near anything you like and you touch the touchpad, Norman Reedus will just sit there, "Hello!" and just calling out, "Is anyone there?" And if you're near another player's construction, their Norman Reedus starts talking to you too. It's like, "Hey, I'm Sam," and he's like, "Hey, I'm Sam too." It's very
what?
It's weird. So
like there's
talking to
multiple Norman Reeduses in this world?
No, because it's his ladder.
Oh.
You're talking to his ladder, and then I got a trophy for talking to his ladder. And I don't understand.
Oh my god, this game.
It's batshit insane. And that's... If it weren't for the constant chatter, I would be fully decided whether I like it or not. Because when I'm out there with my ropes and my ladders and my bridges and my ghosts and my baby, I like it. I like... You know, it's kind of a bitch because you have to hold L2 and R2, and that kind of auto-balances him, so he holds both shoulders. So, like, because if you don't do that and you're unbalanced, or if you hit a rock, he's like, "Argh!" and then you have to hold the other one. He's like, okay. Oh, God. So, I just hold both of them. You can't really...
So it's like a tightrope sequence, but for the whole game?
And if you're...
Man, you're selling it.
If you go into the inventory and you hit triangle, it'll automatically balance everything for you the best way it can. But you have a certain...
Oh, so you can, like, get yourself off balance just, like, putting too much stuff on the right side?
Yeah, if you put all your tools on this side, you ain't moving, man. You're just dragging. You're going to fall. It doesn't matter how much triggers you pull, you're falling. And then, if you fall, you damage your cargo, even if you're not in the rain, and your baby gets upset, so you have to take your baby off your suit and, like, rock it with the controller, and it's crying out of the controller, which you can turn both of those off, but I want the full... weird-ass Kojima experience. and he wanted me to rock this
So,
baby with my controller.
Do you like this, or do you just like
cradle
it?
I just do this, and it calms down.
So have you tried cradling it like a baby?
But when I do this, every now and again, it'll give me a thumbs up, and I got a trophy for that.
The baby?
Yeah. Or it'll start blowing bubbles, and one of them's a heart.
What the fuck?
It's really odd, man. And okay.
Like I straight up think you're making some of this up to see
I
if we'll
could be
notice.
making this up, but it's still believable because I'm not making any of this up. And even if I was, no one would know if I was lying unless they played this game.
Okay, so the story's at least intriguing.
Yes.
The gameplay is somewhat
the story's
good.
Super unique. The actual gameplay is good. The performances are phenomenal.
The performances are good, but
The
the
graphics-
dialogue is pestering.
Too much, man. It's just every time I do anything, they're like, Norman. His name's Sam in the game. I just call him Norman Reedus because that's what I'm used to. But they're just like, Sam, you're the best there ever was. Go find Amelie. Her name's Amelie America. What's her last name? Her name's like Amelie America. I forget her last name. The girl in the red dress from the trailer that you're trying to save because she's on the beach. I think she's on the dead beach because she was... This is the weird part of the story.
Oh.
This is the
It's been
weird...
so normal.
This is the bad part of the story. Is there will be so much exposition about stupid stuff. Like, it'll be like, well, this is why you have a room that you can sit in and drink Monster Energy drinks. And it explains the room and the situation you're in. And there's a lot of emails and interviews I haven't read through yet that I've been getting. So it might explain more. But when it needs to explain something, it's like, I'm on the beach. That's why I never age. And everyone's like, yeah, that tracks. That makes sense. And I'm just like, what? Is she dead? Is she just in the dead beach? Because there's a cutscene, and it was in the trailer with Norman Reedus when he had all the hands on him and he's holding the baby crying, and then all these dead whales. That cutscene has happened, and it didn't clear up a damn thing.
What?
The part I do like is that most of the characters are just as confused as you are.
Well, that's
Okay, so
They
good.
don't. They
so
know
this
it's
is like a new thing in that world.
yeah. The
for
Death
them to-
Stranding is basically an extinction event, from what I can gather.
Okay.
It's a cataclysm that struck the world somehow. No one knows how or why. People don't really remember what came before, or maybe they weren't born yet, or whatever. But what came before is kind of what we're trying to find out. Trying to find out how the Death Stranding happened. All this is subplots. The main thing is you want to reconnect America together with the chiral network, and that would make us stronger and rebuild the country. But instead of doing that, I just been wandering around, and I'm like, there's a box from Grinslore 7, and I just pick it up and throw it on my back, and then I bring it back, and sometimes I deliver it, sometimes I just put it in a locker and let other people deliver it, and I don't know what the difference is.
So, have you encountered the little things, the
that's
sensory thingies,
That
and the
combined
ghosts?
That combined with Norman Reedus gets goosebumps when the BTs are near. And that thing starts going off, and it points at him, and it starts clacking when you get closer. And the baby starts getting more and more upset the closer you get. And then if you stay still, you can see their outline. And when you're sneaking by, you hit O to crouch, and he's just sneaking by, whatever. If they start getting too close, you gotta hold R1, and he holds his breath and silences himself completely. And then a lot of the time, they'll move on. But if you get caught, it's like, shit! And all this mud starts blowing up out of the ground. These mud men start grabbing at you and pawing at you. And I was like, fuck! And then you hit square and fight them off, but they take your packages, and it's like, no! So when I fight them off, I'll just pick up all my packages, and now I'm all unbalanced trying to fight off all these mud men, all hanging all over the place. It's really stressful and cool. It's almost survival horror, and I'm just like, fuck! BT's mudmen garbage! If the mudmen catch you, you get dragged away a mile in this mudslide thing with all the men in it. And then there's this horrible nightmare monster that the one I encountered was a squid, but I thought it was a shark, so it might have been both. And I was not equipped. I was
it
not.
Might have been both.
It might have been both. I don't know. And I dropped all my grenades, which I'll get into in a second. So I couldn't do anything about it because the Mudman made me drop everything I had. So I just ran away. I went and got my grenades. I had a grenade ready. I was ready to kill him, and then he left because I got too far away. I was like, lucky day, Squid Shark. Lucky day.
So you do have grenades, so there is, like, combat?
Not much yet. But you do have grenades, and I know you get grenades that... The grenades I have now repel the BTs.
Mm-hmm.
I know the grenades and I think bullets that I get later can kill the BTs. I have no way to kill people yet. The people are called mules. They're the Norma Reedus' job is like delivery. They're delivery boys that went bad. So they just like to jack other people's deliveries. They're not with the BTs or anything. In fact, when I was running from the mules, I ran into BT territory. They turned around. They got the hell out of there. So that was kind of cool. I thought they were with the BTs because Troy Baker's guy has the mask, and he summons that gooey lion in the trailer. And he's obviously with the BTs because he's flying and he's got powers, and I don't know what the hell his deal is. But I saw him. He popped down and he landed on a truck, and then it started raining and made this one guy real old, and then the BTs dragged him away. And then when people...
Okay.
Oh, this is another thing. When people die, if they're not incinerated in enough time, they straight up explode and make a crater.
What?
What the
Yeah.
hell?
Well, maybe not explode, but it makes like a BT crater.
Huh.
And
That's
I don't...
weird.
It's really weird. I don't...
Shocker. But...
Yeah, but...
So the grenades can't kill the people? Like, or why are they grenade proof?
They're not really...
Look at that smile.
They're not really grenade proof. This is Heartman. He's the doctor man. When you go into your private room, you can drink like 7 Monster Energy drinks in a row.
Okay.
And you can go look at your baby, and he pokes at it. And you can look at your equipment. But the main thing you want to do is you want to shower and wash all the time junk and the mud men junk off of you. But what happens with that is Heartman gathers up everything that you shower off, gathers up... There's a toilet in the shower, which sounds amazing. But the toilet's in the shower.
I don't like the way this is going.
No. You're not going to like it. The toilet is in the shower. You go pee, and you go poop. And Heartman gathers all that up and makes grenades out of your pee, your poop, and your bathwater. Because...
Oh, God. What the hell?
Sam Porter Bridges, Norma Reedus' character, is what's called... what's the name? Flapatriot, or something like that. I'm pretty sure it's a made-up word. It means he can... When he dies, his soul's kind of outside his body, and he can go find it and come back alive.
Okay.
And
so he just can, like, reclaim his body?
Yeah. And he's also a Dooms. He has Dooms. Which means it comes with a phobia. And he does not like to be touched. He has a touch phobia. Anyone tries to shake his hand, he's like, touch phobia.
Okay.
And when the BTs are around, he can sense them. That's what Dooms means. And it makes him cry. Because it's an allergic reaction, too.
Okay.
So he's double special, because both of those are rare. So both of those together is exceedingly rare. So his DNA, they figured out, can repel the BTs. And that's why your bathwater, pee, and poop, and blood is the one that kills them.
Oh.
That's why it works against the
why not?
BTs, because your DNA does weird shit to them. And I think you get a gun that has blood bullets.
Oh, that's metal.
I don't think they're made of blood. I think it has a blood capsule in the tip.
Okay. I was going to say, do you, like, have to drink some Monster Energy drink and donate blood to yourself?
I don't know if you can do it manually or what, but there's ways to replace your blood. Like, you get blood packs, and you can collect these little floating caterpillars that look like water bears, really. You collect these little water bears, and if you eat those, you get blood.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
Sure.
When I learned that my DNA can repel these things, I started getting caught, right?
You just throw pee balloons at him?
It's grenades.
So
it's a pee balloon.
So somebody was like, they were playing Monster Hunter, and they were just like, hey, that poop pod thing is a good idea.
Kojima loves the poop pod.
I'm gonna mix pee and bath water with it.
So yeah, when I found out, I mean, you've seen the trailers where he pees.
Yeah. I knew you could pee in the game.
I know there's a pee management system too.
You can manually pee. You have to equip your penis.
Are you a squid?
What?
You have to equip your penis. You go to each arrow button is a different thing. I don't have the fourth one yet. I assume it's weapons. One is your survival materials, like the little bugs that you eat, and your blood packs, and your monster energy. One of them is like your construction stuff, I think. And then one of them is your equipment, and that's where you pee. So you have to equip your penis. And you can pee, and that gets rid of some of the Death Stranding nastiness. I forget what they call it, like chyrides or something like that. It gets rid of that out of your blood a little bit if you pee. And I got a trophy for peeing. It just drops trophies like it's nothing.
Yeah,
man.
apparently. Get a trophy for peeing. I mean...
It's peeing when the baby gives you a thumbs up, all that crap. But, so, I was getting captured, right? And when the squid monster came out and I had no grenades, this is what I said I'd get back to later. I had no grenades, so I just equipped my penis and started trying to pee on it. And it did not work. That thing killed me so bad.
So you couldn't pee on it?
No, I can't pee on the squid.
It's got to be pee in a bag.
Unless I just miss. I've heard you can pee on the regular mudmen and it repels them, but I don't think it works on the catcher, which is what the squid shark monster was called. So I had no way to get around it, so I was just like, trying to pee on this squid monster. And I couldn't do anything against it. So I just died.
Well, what do the poo grenades do?
I haven't thrown one yet.
Oh.
I haven't thrown any grenades yet because I dropped them.
Okay,
I forgot you
pee,
said you dropped
poop,
them.
and blood grenades, but like you've been ranting this whole time. What does the damn baby? What's the point of the baby?
It helps detect the monsters.
That's it?
Pretty much. And when I plug into it, Mads Mikkelsen talks to me.
Oh,
well, that's always good.
But he talks to the baby.
Is the baby?
The baby shares memories with Norman Reedus, like on The Giver.
What?
That's weird.
I don't think it's intentional. When you plug into the baby,
so,
I'm seeing the BB's memories, the bridge baby. So I think the bridge baby is somehow Norman Reedus.
So
that's my theory.
He's carrying around his own self as a baby?
That's my theory.
That's
I don't
interesting.
know. But the bridge baby is like born from like a woman in a coma or something like that. They're called still mothers, and they just like harvest them and put them in these tanks. And they're like, they call them it's like, don't get attached. It's just equipment. And it's like a baby. It can't live outside this tank. And every now and again they realize they're not in their mom and start freaking out. You got to plug them back in.
Why is it in yellow? Is it in pee?
No, it's like amniotic fluid.
Okay.
I assume.
It's yellow, so I didn't know if it was pee.
It's in whatever.
Do they grow?
I guess not.
Like, could somebody be walking around with like a toddler?
They don't
in their tank.
They normally don't even last more than a year before they have to be decommissioned, which means incinerated.
Oh God.
This is dark, man.
Wow.
I thought still mothers was awful.
So they have these coma dead women that they harvest babies from to detect the monsters. But when you fall and your baby gets stressed out, like I said, you got a rocket, or it can't help you detect the monsters, and you're shit out of luck. You're on your own. The last thing I did is get a bike, and I did some tricks. Oh, I forgot to tell you how you beat the human enemies. They got these cool taser sticks, right? So they come up and throw them at you and try to stab you and take your cargo, because that's just what they do. And I equipped a strand. And that's another thing they over-explain. They're like,
string?
No, like a hiking string.
Oh,
like a hiking rope.
Oh,
okay.
But that's another thing they over-explained. They don't tell me why Amelia America is immortal, but they tell me that my rope, my strand, has Norman Reedus' blood on it.
Why?
And that's why I don't know. I think
Can you whap beach things with it and kill them?
No.
Does that make your rope stronger if it's bloody?
I think it's so they can track what are the things you put. I don't know. Maybe I missed it. But I have no idea. So I'm getting attacked with the guys with the cool glow sticks, and you just hold a string, and if you parry at the right time, he wraps it around and like dodges them, and then when their back is turned, you just punch them in the back of the head and tie them up, and then they're incapacitated.
Wow.
It's fairly easy.
So you have multiple bloody strings.
I guess.
I thought
there's not a limit on those.
So
okay.
They're
I
permanent.
thought you just had like one.
Maybe they're made from his blood, and that's what they were trying to say. I don't know.
What the hell?
What is this game?
Oh my god. So
It's like hardcore ass FedEx with the peeing and the ghosts and the thugs trying to steal your packages while you're peeing on the ghosts.
my god, like this just
Inky
sounds
squid
like
ghosts.
the weirdest thing you could have possibly described.
And then, like, at the beginning of the game, they're like, we need you, Sam, we need you. You're the best, you're the best. And the whole time he's like, no, I'm not doing it. I just want to deliver packages. I don't want to do nothing. And then when Amelia America comes up and she's like, Sam, I'm on the beach. He's like, I'll do it. And and you go meet with the president, and it's like, she raised you. And I'm like, what? And it's like, his last name used to be whatever the president's last name is, but now it's Bridges. And he's like, no, that's not my mom, or something like that. And I don't know what's happening with that. But then, yeah, the president's his mom, but not, I don't know. Mark this for spoilers just in case. This is all from like the first like 8 hours.
Jesus.
Like
What the hell?
Like 8 hours I've been playing this game. And I'm already peeing on ghosts and talking to Mads Mikkelsen. Not when he's all goopy like in the trailer. I'm talking to, like, we'll plug into the baby and he's like, hello, BB. Hello. And he pulls up a book. He's like, this is an elephant. He's teaching him everything. He's like, this is grass. You'll see it for yourself one day. Look at all this grass. He's just showing him shit in a book, and he's trying to raise a BB like a real baby, and I think that's bad. I don't know. And that I don't know what's going on with that, or if it's legit just shared memories, or if the baby is Norman Reedus somehow, and what the hell.
At this point, it sounds like whatever you can make up, we'll believe.
So, like, do you recommend it or not? Because I'm not too sold on it.
Yeah,
That's a hard
if anything,
question.
I'm like,
Is it like-
I'm less decided now on whether I want to play this.
Is it, I mean, this is a weird comparison, but is it kind of like Untitled Goose Game and you kind of just do your thing and there's no real point?
There's a point. You're trying to reconnect America.
Okay, so there is a point.
But they call it the UCA, not the USA.
Why? United Connected
United
America?
Cities of America. Maybe they're just trying to rename it because it's
maybe
only... It's so scattered. Like,
maybe it's like a Judge Dredd thing where there's just like mega cities.
That's pretty much what it is. There's like these mega cities and settlements. People don't like roam. They just like... From what I gather, they pretty much just live underground because of the ghosts.
Yeah, I would.
And...
Yeah, because
Fuck.
unless you have special bags of poop water.
Yeah, what the... My God.
Oh no, the names! The names! The bathwater is grenade number 0. I think it's the weakest. The pea grenade is grenade number 1.
Oh, of course
Oh.
it
And the
is.
poop grenade is grenade number 2. And I think the poop one is the strongest. But I haven't gotten a chance to throw them really because
Of course.
the mud monsters made me drop it. And then I'm fighting the catcher. And I was like, yeah, let me get my grenade. Oh, no, pee on him. That's-
Wow. My God.
So it sounds like a hard maybe.
I would recommend, if you're curious, go to Redbox and rent it and play until you're past the tutorial if you have the patience for it. And then I'm not even past the tutorial yet. And I just got the bike. And that bike's fun so far, but I haven't done much with it. So I don't know. I don't know if I recommend it. I don't know if I'm gonna beat it because I want to see how the story goes. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything outside of the story. If it doesn't pick up, I ain't doing crap outside of the story.
Do you know if you like it?
No. I know I like a lot about it, but I know I dislike a lot about it.
Wow.
I think the like ratio is outweighing the dislike right now. Because the main thing I dislike is like
The pestering.
the pestering and the cargo management to some extent. But it's like, okay, I get these little climbing spikes, and they weigh like 5 pounds each. Ow. I've got a weight limit of like 130. And I heard you get like robot legs later that get your carrying capacity.
Oh.
I don't know. That's just what I've heard. You get like a exosuit leg attachment where you can carry more.
Like Batman.
But when you hop in the motorcycle, your balance doesn't matter, and whatever you're carrying in your hands, he just kind of puts on the motorcycle. Because you can, if you want to carry stuff in your hands, you have to hold the triggers. I whacked a guy with a suitcase though. I forgot about that. If you hit square, he melees. But if you're holding a suitcase in your hand, he clocks him, and it breaks the suitcase.
Oh, so that's not good.
Well, it was his suitcase. Or his friend's suitcase. Because I tied up one, I picked up his suitcase, I was like, ha ha. And then his friend came up, I was like, wha-pah! So I was like, well, I can miss out on that resin, I guess. That's all it was. And so, out of sheer morbid curiosity, I recommend trying it. If any of what I said sounds like something you want to see for yourself, give it a shot. Maybe not. Maybe don't buy it unless you know you're gonna like it. Get that stuff. Get it on Redbox. Borrow it from a friend. Something. But I mean, if you like weird crap and you want to be a hardcore delivery man, go for it. The traversal, I think, is fun, and I think it's going to get more fun as I can build more stuff. But like I said, the main thing is, anytime I make a delivery, Sam, man, you're the best. You're the best there ever was, Sam. Just, man, we got to reconnect in America, Sam. You're the best. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I know. I'm this legend, Sam Porter Bridges, Sam Regis Bridges. Fucking shut up. Just let me play. If at no point this game just lets me play, I'm not gonna like it. If eventually it's just like, all right, go have fun, then I'm gonna like it. But as of now, I'm undecided. I like the world. I like the character of Norman Reedus, at least. I don't know. I used to like Die Hard Man. He seemed cool until he wouldn't shut the hell up.
Die Hard Man.
There's a lot of it I like. I like the weird ass story. I like the monsters. I like fighting the people with my string. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna like this game by the end of it. I know I'm gonna like the aesthetics, the monsters, and the story. Or if it continues this way, even if it doesn't make even if it only makes a little bit more sense, I think I'm gonna like the story. But I might just be writing point A to point B, critical path, like straight story to the end. Because I don't. If they're gonna constantly chatter in my ear every time I deliver them some apples or whatever, no, that's not for me. I want to find Conan. I need to find Conan O'Brien.
Get that otter hat.
Yeah, I got to get that otter hat. That'll help with
jack off in the water.
But yeah, it's cool, but it's also not. God, I don't know. This is the most torn on a game I've ever been in my life.
Well, there you have it. Scotty's unfiltered thoughts on Death Stranding.
Peeing on monsters and delivering packages.
Oh my God.
Shaking babies and talking to Mads Mikkelsen.
I both really, really want to try it and really, really do not want anything to do with it.
No, you gotta try it. You borrow from me when I'm done. You gotta try it. Yeah. I've heard from multiple sources. You push through that tutorial, then it gets better. Dude, I really think... Did Sakurai play Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, and every Pokemon game back-to-back and was like, you know what?
You mean Kojima?
What'd I say?
It's just Sakurai.
Oh, yeah, Kojima.
Oh.
Kojima, sorry about that. He played every long tutorial game back-to-back and was like, I can one-up this. That was a 12-hour long tutorial. It almost seems like a commentary on being more patient in our society or something with how just...
You finish the tutorial and you have like one mission before the end.
Wow.
I would not be surprised at this point, because like, yeah, cool, I have a new thing I can build. Just let me go build it. Don't tell me what it does. Don't tell me where to go build it. Don't tell me I'm the best anymore. I've heard it enough. And like, you know, God, it's better than negativity, I guess, but damn, shut up. Just shut up!
It sounds like a very positive, like,
it's very
outlook for such a terrible place.
Considering all the nightmare monsters, it's very positive and hopeful and uplifting, and I like
society fell apart and there's monsters all over, but damn, the people seem nice, except for the ones that aren't.
They're all crazy nice.
Except for the, like, marauders.
Yeah, they're not nice. And Troy Baker's not nice. But I've heard he's amazing. I can't wait to get to the parts where he starts jabbering on. Because it'll be a cutscene and not just Dead Man hologram, or no, Die Hard Man hologram going, hey man, you're the best. You go deliver it. You go connect America. You're the best. Find Amelie. Okay, I'll do it. Just leave me alone and I'll get it done faster.
Wow. Well,
yeah.
If you're curious about trying out Death Stranding, let us know in the comments.
You should try it. I don't care what I said. You should try it if you're able. Redbox.
If you have tried it, let us know what you liked about it. Did you like the pea balloons or grenades or
they're not
grenades? Balloons. I'm just imagining he's throwing pea-filled water balloons.
That would be better.
My God, pea grenades? Really?
And bathwater.